everyone joining in this morning. We are focusing, this morning's practice is going to be centred around arm balancing. So strengthening through the upper body, strengthening through the arms, and of course it's going to include a little bit of core work as well. So we're going to definitely take some time to really warm up the wrists and make sure that we are ready to balance on our arms. Okay, so coming into a comfortable seated position for me. We're just going to really focus in with our Ujjayi breath, because having a strong core and a strong abdominal lock is going to be really important for this practice. So just bring your hands to your belly, and we're going to just close off the eyes just for a moment and begin to deepen the breath into the belly. So begin to feel the hands move as the belly expands. And then feeling it draw back in as the belly softens. Now when we apply Ujjayi breath, we enhance the purpose of the exhale. So it almost sounds as if it's the waves on the ocean. That's why it can be called ocean breath as well. So as you breathe out, try and restrict the breath in the back of the throat and pull the belly in. So inhale, belly expands, and then exhale, belly draws back in. And again, taking a deep breath in. And a full breath out. So when we're breathing, we're actually sending prana, which is the air, which is the energy, into the body. So really envisioning with each breath we begin to feel stronger, feel more awake and more alive. Let's take one more breath here together. Inhale. Exhale, belly to squeeze. And then softly allowing the eyes to flutter open. Take a deep breath in and reach the arms up and overhead. And then as we exhale, twisting over to one side, hand coming to opposite knee, lengthen up and spiral around. Gazing at that back shoulder. Take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, use your abdominals to twist you around a little bit more. On your in-breath, we send the arms high, lengthen, gaze at thumbs, and then as we exhale, twisting to the other side, hand comes to opposite knee, inhale, lift, exhale, spiral. Take a deep breath in, grow an inch taller, and then as you exhale, use your abdominals to twist you around a little bit more. Inhale, reaching up and lengthen. And as we exhale, coming over to one side, hand meets the floor, maybe forearm if we have the space. Make sure both sit bones stay attached and we reach and lengthen, maybe gazing up at that mid-elbow. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the arm. And as you exhale, feel yourself reach over a little bit more. Take a deep breath in, feel the lungs, lengthen up. And then as we exhale, leaning over to the other side, hand coming down, maybe forearm coming down, reach and lengthen. Can you gaze up? Take a deep breath in here. And a full breath out. Inhale, reach both arms up, lengthen, squeeze, hands come together. Exhale, hands come through to heart center. Let's just really apply some pressure in between the hands here. So really push in between the hands, pressure on the palms, and just feel how this activates the muscles in the chest. So really, really push, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze mid-belly, squeeze, 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 and push. Releasing those hands, rocking forward onto hands and knees, finding tabletop. So from here we are going to just warm up the wrists, because we are going to be taking quite a lot on the hands today. So really spread the palms wide and start to take circles round in one direction. 2, last one, big circle. And change direction, mobilizing through the other way. 2, last one. And now coming through to stillness. Turn the hands so the hands are facing outwards, fingertips on the outer edge of the mat, and then we're just going to shift and rock side to side. Really opening up through the wrists. So just know that if you do struggle with your wrists in a vinyasa practice, that we can rest at any time, so you can always come to child's pose. Then see if you can turn the wrists so fingers are facing you. They might not go that way, in which case bring them back round. And just feel that opening in the forearm, the underneath of the forearm. Maybe you can take a little shift forwards and backwards here if you have the space. Really opening up through the arms. And then taking the hands back through, facing them forwards. We're going to send the right leg backwards, extend through the heel. Take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, Uddiyana Bandha, abdominal squeezing, and we come to opposite knee. And again, inhale, send that leg long, lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, squeeze the belly and twist opposite elbow. One more time, deep breath in, send the leg away. Exhale, cross it over, knee comes to elbow. This time, inhale, send the leg away, lengthen, and then as you exhale, draw that knee to outer elbow. Inhale, send the leg away. Exhale, draw it to elbow. Last time, deep breath in, lengthen. As you exhale, squeeze the belly to draw the knee in. Pausing here. We are going to try flying crow later. So just have a little practice on the knees for now. Bend the elbows and just bring the weight forward, that knee stacked on the elbow. Send the leg back and place it down. Let's try that on the other side. Deep breath in, left leg sends away, engaging through hamstrings and glutes. As you exhale, sending that elbow across, opposite elbow. Deep breath in, we lengthen, spine long. Exhale through the nose, belly squeezes and twist. One more like this, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twisting across, belly squeezing. Let's take that on the outside, deep breath in, lengthen. And then as we exhale, knee to outer elbow, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drawing. Last one of these, deep breath. Exhale, knee to elbow, pausing here, hold that knee there. See if you can come forward, bending the elbows, prepping for flying crow. And then send that leg back. Send the knee down, take the toes together, the knees wide, and sit the hips back onto the heels. Find child's pose. Walk the hands out long. We really start to deepen into the breath now, using the full of your lung capacity. Maybe scrunch through the hands, make sure the wrists feel okay, they feel nice and warm and ready for this practice. Lifting the palms of the hands up and off the floor and push into the fingertips. So we're lifting the arms away, just the fingertips active and pushing down. Just feel how this changes the sensations in the upper arms and the shoulders. And then inhale, gazing forward at the hands, bring the hands down and tuck your toes and lift your hips up and backwards into downward facing dog. Give yourself time to arrive here. Your first downward dog of the day is always going to feel a lot different to your last one of the class. So just take note of where the tension is, pad through the heels, walk out the dog. Maybe you want to roll onto the balls of the feet, maybe you want to click out the toes. And so in our downward dog, we're lifting the hips up and back, chest pushing through the arms, gazing at the tip of the nose, tucking the chin into the chest. If the hamstrings are feeling really tight, you can take a softness to the knees and work a little bit more with the chest melting more so than the legs. That's your choice, you know your body. And on your next inhale, start to walk your feet towards your hands. Take a bend to the knees if you need to here. Big toes come together. Hands rest over the legs. Maybe you need to take a deep bend and straighten to the legs, really to warm up the backs of the thighs. And then from here, allow the legs to straighten off, keeping the chin tucked in. Slowly we start to roll our bodies up through to standing. Stacking vertebra by vertebra, we come all the way up, shoulders rolling back and down, and then chin lifting on top of the shoulders. Let's move through with our sun salutations. Inhale, lift the arms, gaze at thumbs. Exhale, heart center, samastiti. Inhale, lift and lengthen, grow taller, and then as you exhale, release over the legs, tipping at the waist. As you inhale, we lengthen up to a half lift, flat back. Maybe hands have come higher up the legs to straighten out your spine. On your exhale, hands come down to the floor, we bend the knees, we step back one foot and the other foot, find your high plank. From here, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, squeeze your belly. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the belly. You have just one more deep breath in. Exhale to squeeze. Bringing the knees down to the floor. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in and lower, chin to floor. And then as we exhale, push back up. We have just two more of these, okay? So inhale, lower. And then exhale, push back up. And again, deep breath in. We lower. This is your last one. Push up and away from the floor. Okay, inhale, lower all the way down. Take a deep breath out as you reach the bottom, and then on your in-breath, come through to cobra. Taking maybe a baby cobra if your back is feeling tight this morning. Maybe you can start to lift up and lengthen the elbows. Know that if you're advancing your practice, you might be taking up dog. So we're lifting the pelvis away from the floor, floating the tops of the thighs. And then as we exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog, hips lift, step the feet in a few inches. We breathe here for 3. Inhale, feel the belly. And then exhale, engage the belly, pelvic floor, squeezing, slowing the breath down, deep breath in. Full breath out. You have just one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On your in-breath, prepare to step both your feet to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, lengthen, grow taller. Exhale, heart center. 2 more of these. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, we fold. On your inhale, step or jump back, high plank. Hold here for me. So we had those push-ups just before on your knees, and you have the option of doing it again on your knees, or you can stay lifted onto your toes. Take a deep breath in and lower all the way down, hover, and then as you exhale, push back up. Let's take 2 more of these. Pitch the weight forward, inhale, lower, exhale, push up. I know they're horrible, you only have 1 more. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, push. Nice, okay, inhale all the way down with control. And then exhale as you get to the bottom. Inhale, lift up into cobra or up dog. Open your heart. Exhale, toes tucked, downward dog. We stay here, we hold here for 3 breaths. Can you take even more of an inhalation as you breathe in? And can you empty your lungs even more on that exhale? On your next inhale, prepare to step or jump back to the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send the arms up and over, lengthen. Exhale, heart center. Last one of these. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, over the legs. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back to your high plank. Holding here. These are your last 3 push-ups, I promise. You choose on the knees, or you can do it on the toes. So inhale, we lower, pitch the weight forwards, and then as we exhale, push back up. Just 2 more. Inhale, lower. If you need to, you can use the knees on the way back up. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, push. You've got this. Last one, we lower all the way down. Exhale as you reach the bottom. Inhale, come to your cobra. Exhale, down dog, lift the hips, 3 deep breaths. So downward dog is eventually used as our resting pose. Does downward dog feel like your resting pose yet? That's what we work towards in Vinyasa. You have one last breath here. Inhale, prepare to step or jump to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the arms up and overhead. Exhale, heart center. Let's take sun salutation B. So we're going to come down into chair. Make sure the toes are touching, small space in between the heels. Swing the arms back, and as we inhale, come up to chair, weighting the heels, tuck the tailbone under. As we exhale, hands fold forwards. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or jump back, high plank. As I promised, no more push-ups. We lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Holding here. We're going to step forward with our right leg into warrior 1. So right leg stepping forward, back foot down at 45. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come back down to the floor. Step that leg back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's take warrior 1 on our left leg. Left leg stepping in between the hands, back foot down at 45. Inhale, arms up. We're not here long. Exhale, down. We lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. This is when we get warm. We're here for 3 breaths. If you need to take child's pose here, know that that's there for you. One more breath. On your next inhale, prepare for a step or a jump. Back to the hands. Exhale, forward fold. As we inhale, we come to chair. Reach the arms up, overhead. Exhale, heart center. How are we doing? Let's go through again. Inhale, chair. As we exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. This time, left foot steps in between the hands. Inhale, up to warrior 1. Exhale, hands down. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. This time, inhale, right leg steps. Warrior 1, other leg. Exhale, hands come down. Find your flow. Exhale, down dog. Holding here, 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. You have one last breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, prepare for a step or a jump to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. And then on your inhale, we come to chair. Exhale, heart center, stay low. So sit down in your chair, your comfy chair. And we're making sure the tailbone is tucked, weight into the heels. Hands through with our heart, we're going to twist opposite elbow to outside of the knee. So I'm revolving round, coming through to my right side. One elbow is looped on the outside of the thigh, other elbow is up high. So twisted, revolved chair. Begin to deepen your breath. So you have a few options here. You can stay in your twisted chair, or you can take side crow. For side crow, knees stay where they are on that elbow, hands come down. You can either just hold here or work with lifting the feet up into the air. I'm going to stay with those of you that are choosing to stay in chair. We hold for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Note that arm balance is there for you in your practice if you want to try it. It's not for everyone though, so only optional. On your next in-breath, come through to central chair. Exhale, twist to the other side. Knee on the outside of the leg. We're really working with revolving the spine. Option to stay here. Option, hands come down, knees stay where they are. We find side crow, either holding here or lifting the feet up into the air. Your choice. You pick your practice for today. Let's take that twist, holding for 3. 2 more breaths. Last one. Come forward through to center, and then take hold of the toes. Toe heel them to about hip width distance apart. Loop your big fingers underneath your big toes. Inhale, lift your lengthen your heart long, and then as you exhale, draw the elbows out to the side, crown of the head melting down. And breathe. Well done. So making sure that the legs are working towards lengthening, but if the hamstrings are really tight, you can take a bend to the knees here. Let's take just one more breath together here. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine long. Option this time to bring hands to the floor, or we can loop hands underneath the soles of the feet, coming to stand on the wrists. This might mean that you bend the knees more. Hastas on our pandas, hands under our feet. We draw the elbows out to the side, nod the chin in towards the chest, and we hold for 4 deep breaths. If those wrists are sore, maybe now's the time to kind of wiggle the toes and massage those wrists. Can you slow that breathing down any more? 2 more breaths. And then inhale, lengthen the spine long. Take the hands out from under the feet, toe heel your feet wider to about the width of the mat, and then drop the hips down, coming into Hindi squat malasana. So we have a choice here to stay, or you can take a central crow, which is easier than side crow, I promise. So from malasana, make sure you're lengthening up through the spine, the tailbone's dropping down, but the crown of the head is drawing up and back. Shoulder blades squeezing. Choice to stay here, choice to come into crow, hands come down to the floor. We lift the hips up, Slot the knees into the armpits, work with lifting one foot and then the other foot away from the floor, maybe both feet. Of course, you have the choice to stay in Malasana with me if you're not balancing on the hands today. Lengthen tall. Last breath here. And then we're releasing the hands back to the floor. Take the knees down, toes together. Set back in child's pose and just take a moment to breathe. Maybe you're rolling the wrists, maybe you're scrunching the hands. Should be nice and warm now. Okay, we have one last flow to test our balancing, so come back onto your hands and knees. This is the same sequence we took in kneeling, and we're going to try it in downward dog. So your option is to stay from kneeling, or you can take it in downward dog with me. So toes tuck under, and we lift to our down dog. Hips go up and back. Send your right leg up into the air. You can point off that toe and you can open the hip. So we're working with lengthening that leg up as high as you can within your range. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, knee crosses to opposite elbow. And again, inhale, lengthen that leg up and back. Exhale, knee comes to opposite elbow. Last time, deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, opposite elbow. From here, place that foot down on the outside of the left hand. Come into extended star. Holding this side balance for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, reach that hand up. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Just 2 more breaths. If you need to bring that bottom knee down, you can stay here instead. And then revolving back through to your high plank. Holding your high plank for me. We're going to push through our vinyasa. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's send that left leg up into the air. Left leg extending up and back. Open the hip. Extending through the big toe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Knee crosses to opposite elbow. Deep breath in, send that leg away. Exhale, come across and twist. Last time, deep breath. Exhale, we twist across. Send that foot down. Send right arm up. Option, lower knee can come down. We hold here for 3 breaths. In your version, are you smiling? Do you hate me a little bit right now? Just 2 more breaths, you can do it. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Taking that twist through, come to your high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's send that right leg back up into the air. Open the hip. Last time through on each leg. This time, knee comes to outer elbow. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee to outer elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, outer elbow. Last time, deep breath. Exhale, outer elbow. Hold here. Just a moment, maybe you want to come into flying crow, maybe play around, send that back leg long, step back into plank, lower, inhale, exhale, down dog. This is your last arm balance. Let's enjoy it. So send the left leg long, open the hip, exhale, knee coming to outer elbow, deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, outer elbow. Last time, deep breath. Exhale, outer elbow, option to stay, option to hover, just momentarily, and then drop the knees down, sit back in your child's pose, and breathe. Find your breath. You made it this far now. We're coming down to the floor. So well done wrists. Well done arms. Begin to gaze forward. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Push the floor away. Roll through those wrists. Well done. Shake out the hands. You made it this far, well done. So we're going to bring the legs out in front of you. And we're going to flex out through the heels. So maybe pulling the flesh away from the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, lift and lengthen the arms long. And as we exhale, we reach forward past the feet. Maybe grabbing hold of the big toes with your yogi grip. If you're not reaching for the toes, you can take hold of the shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine long, and then as you exhale, drawing that chest a little bit closer to the thighs, knock the head down. With each inhale, crown of the head grows longer. With each exhale, we melt towards the thighs. You have one last breath here. On your inhale, gaze past the feet. We come all the way back up to sitting. Legs cross. Hands come down outside of the legs. See if we can pick the hips up off the floor. Holding, squeezing, anything lifted, maybe nothing at all. And place back down. Send the legs long. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as we exhale, we reach past the feet, lengthen long. Either once again holding shins, ankles, big toes. Maybe you can reach further and interlace the hands on the soles of the feet. Inhale, lengthen long. And then as we exhale, folding down. Inhale, growing longer. Exhale, softening. Let's take 2 more breaths like this. Last breath. On your inhale, gazing past the feet, coming up to sitting. This time we cross the legs the odd way, the way that feels weird. Hands come down either side. We're picking anything up off the floor. Maybe sit bones, maybe you're just lifting the pelvic floor. We see if we can hover. 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet down. Lifting up into boat. So coming into boat pose, if we are struggling with the back, causing any bother, bring the big toes down. If we can, we lift the legs off. You might be holding on, maybe you're reaching towards the feet. Roll the shoulders back and down, away from the ears, lifting through the chin. Staying here forever now. Taking 2 more breaths. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, cross the feet the normal way, hands coming the side. We lift up anything at all, squeezing, lifting the hips, holding 3, holding 2, holding 1, place down. This time, yogi grip goes behind the big toes, and we lift, maybe straightening out those legs a little bit. They don't have to straighten, they can stay bent if you prefer. But opening up through the hamstrings if you can, we hold for 3. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder blades squeezing together, open through the chest. Last time, deep breath in. Exhale. We cross the legs the odd way. Hands come either side, we lift up anything at all. Squeezing, holding 3, holding 2, holding 1. Place the hips down. Legs go wide this time, so send the legs out long. And we're opening up through the hips. Hands come forward of the body. And we're just going to start to walk the hands out away from you. So as we do so, you might stop quite high up. And you want to just breathe from here, that's fine. Maybe you can send the body lower, maybe forearms are down. Either way, try and nod the head with you to use the weight of the head. From here we breathe for 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body further to the floor. Inhale, long spine, crown of the head grows. Exhale, melting. Last breath. And then coming all the way up, we bring the legs together, we cross, we bring the hands down, we lift and we hold 3, we hold 2, we release 1. Last one. Find your yogi grip. Either take bent knees, straight legs, or take a wide option with the legs. Holding here for 3 deep breaths. Coming onto the sit bones, squeeze the belly open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the belly. You have just 2 more breaths here, squeezing. And then releasing those legs, they cross the weird way. Hands go either side of the legs, we pick up and lift, holding 3. We squeeze 2, we release 1. Bringing those legs out. We're going to come all the way down into our backs now, but we're going to use a lot of core control to do so. So nice and slowly we are going to start from boat and move our way all the way down into our backs. If you've got any back pain, history of injury, you might want to use the hands to walk down. You might want to bring the feet onto the floor. So we're going to come down really, really slowly. I'm going to count 10 counts. Holding up into your boat. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, we're going to come down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just one more time, all the way down. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing down. Draw those knees into the body. Have a gentle tip side to side. Amazing, well done. If you made it this far, amazing. So we are going to come up into bridge now. Just take a back bend before we finish off. So make sure the feet are really close to your hips. So when you're down in supine, almost as if you can tickle the backs of your ankles, of your heels. So then from here we're going to imprint the lower spine down into the floor, curl the tailbone upwards and start to lift up into our bridge. Option to stay here, option to interlace the hands and climb up onto the shoulders. Holding here for just 3 breaths. And then releasing slowly, we unhinge those shoulders from the floor, all the way back down into our backs. Draw the knees into the body, just take them a gentle rock side to side, releasing off the lower spine. Start to take a few deep cleansing breaths of air. Taking the arms out to shoulder height, just allow the knees to drop over to the right side. Maybe you want to cross the left knee over the right knee and just relax the legs down on the side. Send the gaze to look away from the legs. See if you can keep both shoulder blades firmly planted down into the floor. We're bringing the body back into a state of rest now. So start to slow the breathing down. Take one more full breath in this position. And then we uncross the legs and slowly bring them back through to center. Allow the legs to fall over to the opposite direction. Option to stay, option to cross. Top leg over the bottom leg, just for a more intense twist. And we gaze away from the legs. Just enjoying the body coming into this position and just switching off. Giving in to this twist. And then just taking one last deep breath in here and allowing the breath to go heavy. Uncrossing those legs, bringing them back through to center. Stretching them out long, taking the arms close to the body, palms turned upwards. We come into Shavasana. Eyes closing down. Just giving yourself just a minute here to rest and digest the whole of that practice that your body and mind have just been through. Giving yourself the permission to switch off, the permission to be still. And just notice the contrast of the stillness here in Shavasana. We've been moving really dynamically through each posture today, stimulating the yang energy within us, the dominant, the masculine, the active. It's really important to allow ourselves to come back down from that buzz. Just noticing as you lie here, your mind can stay occupied on you and your body, how you're feeling, everything you're experiencing. And now slowly start to deepen your breath. Deepening your inhale and your exhale to energize the body. Maybe you like to wiggle fingers and toes, starting to move the body before you roll over onto your right side. Taking your time to push yourself up into a seated position with me. Bringing the hands through to heart center in prayer, bowing the head. Just taking a moment to be proud of what your body just enabled you to do. And allow that feeling of pride to travel through you completely. Blessings of health and happiness. Om Shanti. Namaste. Namaste to you all. Thank you so much for joining me. That was not an easy practice, so make sure you give those wrists a rest today. Maybe you need to stretch them out again later. But well done everyone, and thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with me.